So I will put the specs on the screen so you guys can have a quick read. So we have the S905X quad-core CPU with the Mali 450 and 2 gigs of DDR3 RAM and 8 gigs of internal storage. We have dual-band Wi-Fi AC with a GB LAN port. You've got Bluetooth 4.2, Chromecast with Google Assistant. You've got the official Android TV OS on top of Android 8.1 Oreo. This supports 4K HDR at 60 frames per second with HDMI version 2.0A, and this also supports Dolby Audio, DTS HD and 5.1 surround sound. So this is everything you get in the box, beginning with a user manual. We have a European power adapter and the voltage is 5.2 volts 2.1A. HDMI cable, a remote control. I can straight away see that the remote control does look different from the previous model. So we do have a dedicated Netflix button and a live button, and this is powered by 2 AAA batteries. So last but not least, the Xiaomi box itself. So here it is guys, the Mi Box S. So you can see we've got a very nice compact design here, nothing on the front or the side, and on the back we have our 3.5mm audio, HDMI out, a USB port and also a power socket. So nothing else on the side, and that brings us back to the front. This is what the bottom of the box looks like.
Once you have your Mi Box set up, you'll have this as your home screen, and what you have here at the top is all of your different apps. From left to right, you can add a favorite, go back over to your apps, and then if we go down, you'll see there's Play Next, Netflix, HBO Now, Trending, Featured, and Google set all of this up based on when I signed in. I actually don't even have ESPN, but it installed it by itself. So it's just something that it sets up for default, and then you can remove these later. Now, if we go back up to the top, we have our apps. Now, you do have an app button on the remote. You can just hit that and get to the same thing. You can get more apps, get more games. So maybe you have a Plex server, something like that. You have the option to install things like Plex or whatever you'd like so that you can stream all of your content. If we go back home with this button, we can use Google Assistant at the top. Now we can use our voice to click to speak, or we can use the actual keyboard. I'll use voice and I'll search for one of my YouTube videos. Pixel 3 XL December update. You'll see it finds my video there. We can go through the other ones as well, and then we'll just click to play. And you'll see this is my video. It started to play pretty quickly, it hasn't hiccuped, and it's in 4K, so that part's really nice. Now the other thing, it has 4K HDR, and if you have an HDR television, this will work great on that, and I've only recorded one HDR video, but let's take a look at it. Apple Watch review, 4K HDR. You'll see it finds my review. We'll click on it to play. And if you have an HDR television, you'll be able to see it in HDR. If not, it'll still look pretty good, but it won't be as vibrant, or the darks won't be as dark. So it looks pretty good overall. We go back home, you'll see it's nice and fast. Now this is an Android TV, but it also has Chromecast built in. So if we set the remote down, we'll go over to my Pixel 3 XL and we can go to YouTube, and I'm already on my channel. We've got the Chromecast button here. We'll cast to Mi Box 4. That's this one, it's already connected, and then we can just play the latest video. And it will play on the Mi Box. So you can use it as a Chromecast if you don't have one of those as well. So it's really nice, and it plays pretty quickly. And of course you've got all of your controls on screen if you want to just jump around the video. And you'll see it takes a moment to resume, and it works pretty well. So we'll stop that, stop casting. And then back on the remote we have volume controls. And then we also have a live button if you have live TV set up, a Netflix button, and your microphone, and a power off button. So it's pretty simple and straightforward, and it's really fast for just this tiny little box, but it has 4K HDR, and that's probably the best thing about it. And also if you have Google Play Movies and things like that, you'll be able to play those as well, and music and everything.
Of icons is your favorite apps, and you can add more apps to the app drawer by hitting the plus sign and selecting your favorite apps. These are all the apps installed on the system as standard. You've got Netflix, YouTube, and the Play Store. Now if we have a quick look at the Play Store, you will see that this is the limited Android TV version of the Play Store. So this is not the full version of the Play Store as you would have on your smartphone. It is a limited version. But the plus point is you can sideload any app you like via the USB drive or by Sectors Play. You then have dedicated sections for Netflix, Google Movies and some other sources, showing you what you can watch next. Now these sections can be fully customized from the bottom icon, and you'll be able to add and remove stuff accordingly. So next up we are going to check out settings, and I did say that this is the official licensed version of Android TV OS, and the first test that you would do to find out if it is or not is Google Chromecast. So this does have Google Chromecast, so you can pick up your smartphone, open a YouTube video and cast it straight to the TV box. Quick look at sound settings. This box does support Dolby DTS and 5.1 surround sound. Now let's check out the system storage. This box has 8 gigs of internal storage, from which we have 4 gigs free to use. So the system storage is quite low on this box, but there is a workaround. All you do is connect a USB drive. So I just connected my 64 gig SanDisk USB stick, and as you can see it has come up. Now if I click on that drive, I will have the option to erase and format as device storage. So it will delete everything on the stick and it will convert that to internal storage. So then you will have 64 gigs of internal storage, including what you had before, giving you a total of 69 gigs. So this is a workaround which works basically on any Android TV box. Now if we have a quick look in About, you will see that we are running Android version 8.1.0. So now we're going to play some 4K video samples from a USB drive, but unfortunately there is no media player built in. So I'm going to show you how to get one of the best media players. Go to the Google Play Store and click on search. Now just type in K. Well, what you're typing in is Kodi, but as soon as you type in K, you'll see the Kodi icon. Then just click up twice, select Kodi and download and install it. So we are now ready to play some 4K video samples from a USB drive. So let's go ahead and play the first file. So this TV box does a great job of 4K videos at 60 frames per second. So let's move on now to the YouTube test. And you can stream a maximum of 4K on YouTube. Here are your results for Geekbench. We've got multi-score of 1800. And if we move on to the Antutu benchmark test, you will see a result of 34K.